and welcome to our broadcast with a twist on tonight's game. It'll count towards the NBA Cup. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. Here's a look at some of the stats for Michael Jordan.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Robin Lopez out there with Rodman. Then it's Jordan, and it's Rose, and it's Pippen in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, they've got TRAE Young. Wilkins is out there with Mutombo, and it's Meeks in at the shooting guard position. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
Plays it up off the glass.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And here's Rose. Up and in on the layup.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Here's Young. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Pippen. Launches it. Rebound by the Hawks. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And now Young running the floor all by himself.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
The Hawks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Jordan outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Dominique Wilkins. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been. And he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
Here's Meeks. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Jordan with it. Wilkins picks him up. Here's Rose. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Meeks outside. Rose with the rebound.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Mutombo after the made shot from Scottie Pippen. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, Young's got the green light off the catch there and everywhere else.
Here's Rose. It's blocked. Meeks finds Wilkins. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. The shot's good from Jordan.
And just the ability to stop on a dime and then quickly rise and fire. This is how Jordan gets the separation he needs.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked. Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Here's Jordan. Dominic Wilkins making his last shot there. Rose, that's good.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's Meeks. Basket counts. He has 7.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with him.
Bulls trail by 5. Upside Pippen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pippen with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. Rose, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Dennis Rodman. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. Number 1, the Bulls.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Young from deep three-point range. Here's Norman, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on them now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Good on the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Three-pointer, Butler buries it from three-point range.
Well, look, you can't dare Butler to take that. He will.
Young way outside, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bulls trail by 6. Butler passes to Lopez. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
From the baseline. Rebound by Rose.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now, here's Jordan. After the miss from TRAE Young. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Jimmy Butler. Averaging about 16 points, 6 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Young against Rose. Pass to Capella, to the middle. Here's Wilkins. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
A sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Jordan finds Pippen. Pippen, a screen on Beverly. Floats it up for Pippen.
Coming off the pick, Jordan often takes this himself, crosses the D up that time.
Now, here is Young. He's got 8. Puts up a deep 3. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
He gets it in there. And now just a 4-point Atlanta lead.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Pass to Capella. Now Wilkins. It's good on the putback. Wilkins has got 14 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pippen down low. He's defended by Wilkins. And then Pippen slams it in.
And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
Now here's Beverly. Last game he had 13. Pass to Capella. Young drives in. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Yeah, don't judge Young by his size. He's got some real toughness.
Pippen misses.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Wilkins. The basket good off the assist from Young. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 12.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Jordan against Beverly. And good that time.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Young pass to Wilkins. Over Butler. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Pass to Jordan. Pippen with it. Takes the 3. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Hawks' head athletic trainer.
And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious.
The team was just starting to settle into its rotations. Now, next man up. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
So with Wilkins on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. The front court is Rizier and Johnson. Patrick Beverly out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Norman in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Levine. On the wing, Levine. Butler, a screen on Beverly. Shot from free throw range. Johnson with the rebound. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And last season, Jalen Johnson saw a huge leap in playing time and his production.
Yeah, look, he was one of the most improved players in this league. You know, came in as a great athlete, but then has really learned how to play the game, how to get to high percentage shots, how to get on the glass, and especially how to defend.
His improvement has been off the charts.
Sure has.
Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
It's good from long range.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Butler. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Butler's got 5 points so far.
Well, if you're going to give Butler a look from the mid-range, he's more than happy to take it. So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
The Hawks making a switch here. Meeks is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Zach LaVine. Here's Beverly. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Pippen. And then Pippen slams it in.
Yeah, gotta respect the quickness of Pippen. Just terrific at getting to the right spot there in transition.
Look at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a win against the New York Knicks. Here's Meeks. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 9.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Beverly. Some solid defense from Butler.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Tries from 16. Second chance shot, and it goes down 2 points.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, and that shows how much confidence he has in his ability and the work that he's put into his game.
There's a good screen. Meeks outside. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Count the basket.
Yeah, I just love seeing it ball, put it on the deck, using those long strides to get all the way to the cup.
Young with the ball. Now Smith defending. They get the rebound. It's good. 15 points in the game.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
Well, yeah, you can see how much energy he's playing with. He's on a roll, and he's not about to let it in.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Wilkins is checked in for the Hawks. Young outside. Puts one up from 19. Jimmy Butler pulls it in.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Back to Young. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Now Meeks, after Zach LaVine missed from long range, took the opportunity when he saw it. Wilkins has got 18 points in the game.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Assist on the night.
Assist from
124 left to play here in the half. Now Jordan is coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Now, here's Meeks. He's got 14. Wilkins, the pass to Norman. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. A nice shot by Jordan.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
On its way from Young for two. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Here's Wilkins. Nails the baby hook. Wilkins has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing, especially on the offensive glass.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
They throw good, Jordan. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes. And guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. But if we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. Your toast with the butter and the jelly.
Avocado toast.
Ooh, I like that too, Jet.
Don't put your diet on me, Kenny.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. But these can be trap games as well.
And that goes to your leadership, man. Good leaders keep you from playing down to your opponent.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Bulls. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. They've got Pippen. Jordan is out there with Rose. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Rodman in at the 4 slot.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
Young for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Rodman's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Here's Young. Here's Norman. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Rose. Young from outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Rodman's got 5 rebounds tonight. Deep 2 from Pippen. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got his 8th assist in the game. And Young kicks to Mutombo. Pass to Meeks. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Meeks got 5 points in the quarter.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus. Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Here's Meeks. Mutombo kicks to Meeks. Second shot opportunity. Jordan with the rebound. Chicago leading. There's Rose with the 3. That shot no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Shot's good from Young.
Yeah, Young does a great job of this. Using the dribble to put you on your heels, and then he pulls up and shoots the ball.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Chicago. They trail by 1. Lets it fly from 18. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Jordan's got 34.
Well, it's almost impossible to stop that turnaround, Jay. That's a shot he worked on endlessly in the offseason.
And here is Wilkins. 20 points for him, and it's good, 2 points.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And Jordan gets it to go on the assist by Rose. Jordan's got 9 points now in just the second half. Beverly dishes to Mutombo. Wilkins outside. This one for 3. Here's Norman. Nice work on the boards, paying off at the basket. 30 points in the game.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And 3 from Jordan. Hits the three-point bomb. Jordan's got 39.
And that time, the screener rolls, and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants, makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
Count it. Beverly's got it all tied up now for Atlanta. Chicago has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Beyond the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Spins. Jordan backs for 2. Rodman passes to Jordan. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Now for an update on Trae Young's injury. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Hawks' head athletic trainer. Told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky. These early season injuries are tough to come back from, and it'll force them to change the rotation. They'll have to switch up all of those off-season plans and see what changes they make. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Rebound by Pippen. Bulls trail by 7. Jordan up top. He's guarded by Meeks. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Pass to Wilkins. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
And Beverly knows his role well. Excellent at zipping the ball over to his teammates.
Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Meeks. A nice shot by Jordan. The Hawks leading by 4. Beverly the pass to Norman. And he banks in the layup. He's got 32.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Jordan. Rodman trying to break free. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Rose.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Atlanta, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. That's good for Meeks. Both good from the line that time. To the paint, here's Butler.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Beverly feeling it out a bit from deep three-point territory. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Hawks lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So with Wilkins on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Then there's Rizachet. Then it's TRAE Young. And it's Meeks in at the shooting guard. Butler with the steal. To the middle. And he takes a fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
Here's Young. Pass to Johnson. Back to Young. A shake. Drives to the hoop. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And stolen by Jordan. By himself. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
That bucket in no time at all. Capella's got his first 2 points of the night.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
It's stolen by Capella. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
Jimmy Butler.
Ball stolen.
Yeah, got a little too fancy on the crossovers. Got to learn to be a little more careful with the ball.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Trains the three while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
And making his third All-Star appearance last season, TRAE Young, a guy who is filled with so much skill in elite play.
Well, look, TRAE Young may be as much fun to watch, Kevin, as any player in this league. With his quickness, with his shooting range, and he is as creative a passer as anyone I have ever seen.
He is fun to watch, isn't he?
He really is.
Got a piece of it. Jordan with the steal. Fast break, Chicago. Here's Rodman. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. And stolen by Butler. To the inside. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
And timeout is called by Quinn.
On. He is one of the scariest matchups in the league.
Down low. Wilkins kicks to Meeks. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Chicago making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. And he sinks the second. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Rose. Top of the key jumper, no good. Hawks have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. And stolen by Jordan. He takes it in. It's deflected. Now, here's Meeks. He's covered by Rose. They set the pick. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, that's Trae Young's strength. Working that pick and roll to perfection.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. 8-point game. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. Puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Free throw good from Pippen.
What doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
Inside, it's stolen by Rose. Fast break, Chicago. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open.
He swipes the ball away again.
And just like that, he's tied the franchise single-game record for steals.
Oh, what a steal. He's taken them for everything they've got. Really left alone that time. He's got 36.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
There's the pick. Down low.
Well, Trae Young is one of the most gifted playmakers we have in the game.
Now here's Rose. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
The Hawks leading by 7. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. The basket good off the assist from Young.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The free throw drops for Rodman.
10 seconds. Team's fifth.
And both free throws good for Rodman. Here's Young. Puts up a deep three. Rodman grabs the rebound. Rodman's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Pippen. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense. Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Young with no one around. No good on the 3.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
Rose against Young. Here's Norman, who's back up. Mutombo passes to Norman. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Dennis Rodman picks one up. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities. His agility makes Pippen so dangerous inside. He can create contact while also being able to get the shot.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Pippen.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Young against Rose. And that's good. TRAE Young for 3. Young's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hawks. Here's Jordan. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Young from deep three-point range. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Jordan inside. He's guarded by Meeks. The shot will not fall. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Big points there on the slam. He had a much smaller man on him and took him to tax. Just a massive play.
Back to Meeks. It's stolen by Rose. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That might be the play of the game.
That's the first, and that will put them up by 2. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Letting the guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded by Meeks. Off target from three-point range. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Ends the 3.
And I think hitting that championship winning shot his freshman year of college, Jordan has brought that clutch gene with him to the pros.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Back to Wilkins. Stolen by Rodman. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what's doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, guys. TRAE, what does a win like this mean in terms of where this team is heading?
I think we're headed in the right direction. I'm super excited about the future here in Atlanta, the future in this team, and I mean, we're heading in the right direction.
Certainly looks like it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we present our player of the game.